Kickoff team is on the field, and we're ready to get this one underway. He'll start the return inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And we've said many times a tight end is the quarterback's best friend, but the last time these two played together, you could make the argument it was even more than family. It was like that thing, there is a friend who sticks closer than a brother, David.
It was really impressive. I mean, they put up big numbers. It seemed to work every time he looked to the big fella. He delivered. So, elite 1-2 punt.
There he goes. The 30. The 10. All the way in for the touchdown.
And as a coach, you're just hoping your offense can take the field on the first series of the game and create a little bit of momentum, get into a rhythm. How about that running play? Hitting a home run early in this game. You know that's got the sidelines all juiced up.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They couldn't draw up a drive better than that one. Just gashed him for the big play in the running game. One snap, one touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on that kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. The matchup we'll be watching in this one really takes you back. Big-time running back going right into the face of a tackling machine at linebacker, David.
Yeah, and we're going to see this individual battle a lot. Not just in pass coverage when they match up, but just meeting in holes. And who's going to win when they go head-to-head? That will be a big factor in who wins this football game. But, Jesse, one-on-one, this is going to be a show.
And this is going to be an incredible matchup that's going to go on until there's zeros up on the clock. Both of these guys have circled this game on the calendar because they knew who they were going to be facing. And two guys we know are going to play at the next level. But I think this is probably one of the better individual matchups we're going to see all season long.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a third down stop. Punt is on its way. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. So we'll see the offense on the field to start this drive. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. To the air, it's Cruz. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. Looking deep. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Got him downfield. Nice pick up there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside give. Pass the sticks, and he may get more. He has 89 yards on the ground, and he came into this game leading the nation in rushing. It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll give it to him again. Shakes off the defender. They'll make the stop, and he gets 4 on the play. Balls at the 25. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run play action. Caught behind the line. It's McLaughlin. Breaks into the open. Busts through behind his pad. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Off the play fake on first down to throw. And he's in for the touchdown. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Well, I don't think they know what their defensive coverage was either. How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They took it 64 yards right down the field. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. Finds the back and leaves it on the option. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Back to pass. He's going to run it. Got to protect the merchandise. Gets down without taking a hit. Ball's at the 27. This offense facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Now on the return. Slips through the line. And there he goes. He just about took that one all the way to the house. They finally get him down after a tremendous return. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They put 2 touchdowns on the board in the early going, and now right back to work. To throw, it's Cruz. Makes the grab. Into the end zone for a touchdown. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They are going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they're up 21-0. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. And he will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. What can they pull out of the playbook here on 2nd and long from the 17? Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Tyson. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on.
Hold it.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and he's going to go down at the 1. He is a menace rushing the passer. Career sack number 20.
I mean, some people just have a knack for getting to the quarterback. What a great job throughout his career. Getting there, getting him down, getting pressures. He has been a quarterback's worst nightmare.
I was just going to say, David, you don't sleep well as a quarterback the night before you have to play against this guy because he is going to sack you. That is a guarantee. Death, taxes, and sacks for that guy.
Back to throw, it's Cruz. Unloads to the wideout. Almost intercepted. It'll fall incomplete. The defense almost came up with a turnover. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's in for the touchdown.
How explosive is this offense, right? They rev it up so quickly. Speed, playmaking ability, versatility, running, throwing, NFL talent all over the place. And after that last touchdown, they've already blown this game wide open. And guys, we're not even through the first quarter yet.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 28-0. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Gives it on the option. Defense in the right spot. They stop him after a gain of 2 to the 28. They've got him spread out on 2nd and 7, 2 wideouts either side. There's the pressure. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. They bring the punter onto the field now. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. Back to throw, it's Cruz. He's got an open man. Finds a crease at the 20. Finds the finish line for the touchdown.
You know, oftentimes in college football, the best offenses are the ones that can create explosive plays just like you saw right there. They're top 10 in the nation in points per game because they don't have to drive the field. They've got dudes scattered all over this offense that can take it the distance on any given play.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they add the extra point to finish the drive. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Arkansas is currently ahead in this one, but boy, there have to be some nervous moments for the folks in Fayetteville. They have not been able to pull away. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. 2nd down coming up. Wants to go up top. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
Well, after having 3 sacks in their last game, this offense knew they had to ID where this guy was going to line up every play, and they had to have an answer for him. Didn't have one there. He is so strong. He's so fast, and he just knows how to get home to the quarterback. He's got a 6th sense.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls for overuse. They'll wrap him up and bring him down, and that's how we'll wrap up the first quarter. Big turning point as we head into the 2nd and get this game rolling again. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They go to the ground. Fighting off the defender. He just broke the century mark. 100 yards rushing, and this guy's just having a tremendous season, leading the country in rushing. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Open space at the 25. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the 1st down.
Yeah, and this offense has had their way with this defense, and they've had a lot of success. And I tell you what, if this defense wants any chance of coming back, they better get physical.
And it'll be a touchdown.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
PAT unit on the field. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Looking to throw on first down. And down goes the quarterback. There are penalty flags down, but it looks as if this might be on the offense. They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with the results of the play. Now on second down. Looking to fire. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Makes the grab close to the logo. He's going to get loose. Quick justice missing tackles. The speed, the shiftiness, the elusiveness, all on display in that sweet return there. Here we go. Back to throw, it's Cruz. Got his man downfield. The grab and go as he takes it in for the touchdown.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And they did tack on the extra point. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. One play, and they put it on the board. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Looking downfield on first down. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Man, this defense has been so impressive to watch. Look at them. Get to the quarterback, get the sack. They play so fast. It's like they have 12 men on the field. Another good performance going down right now. Coming off of last week, putting a goose egg on the board.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And after that last sack, man, you could just see it. They are feeling themselves. After pitching a shutout last week, after dominating early in this game, it just seems like they're playing with a different aggression and a different level of intensity than what their opponent is. They have been so dumb.
He cannot get there. It'll be fourth down.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They punt it away on fourth down. He's got it. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute it.
Fires toward the end zone. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, you see them there taking the shot. I think the thought process is look, we've had so much success early in this game running the football. Let's see if we can now take advantage of the defense throwing the ball over their heads. They're going to be expecting run. Safeties and linebackers are all going to be playing downhill trying to stop that. If we get the one-on-one opportunities to the outside, we have got to take shots. That one fell incomplete, but they should keep trying this as the game goes on.
Backed up now, here's second and long. Looking to pass, it's Cruz. Showing the arm strength to the left. Makes the grab on the big throw. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. They've moved it into scoring territory, 1st and 10 from the 11. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air on first down. Quickly complete. And he'll run out of bounds just short of the goal line. Wanted to get it in, but couldn't quite get home. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. They'll send the tight end in motion. The give to the back. Touchdown.
And the running back gets his second rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You could tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they tacked on the extra point. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they've built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want, because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
You got to be impressed with this defense early in this game, guys. They've got a big lead because they are getting after the quarterback. They've already generated multiple sacks. They thought coming into this game they could take advantage of this offensive line, and that game plan is working to perfection.
They bring runner onto the field now. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. Lean for the wire. Touchdown.
And that is one of the biggest plays of that young man's football life. The true freshman taking the punt to the house. If I'm the head coach and I watch that, I'm now trying to find ways to get this guy on the field offensively because he's got some special ability.
Lining up for the PAT. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the SEC. Arkansas is in front. They've played awfully well today, and while there's no Darren McFadden out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Texas A&M. It's an outcome that, if it holds, will have SEC fans buzzing all week. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, a check down will be the last resort. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
It's always so hard for offensive coordinators to adjust their game plan. When you lose your starting quarterback, now you got your backup in. A lot of times there's so much cautiousness, and you just don't want to run them that much, or you don't feel comfortable with the whole playbook. And you could see it there, and you could see the cautiousness, the hesitation led to a sack.
The punt team makes its way onto the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the first half. Give to the single back. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air. It's Cruz. Lets it fly. He's got it inside the 15. And he's in for the touchdown.
And this is blowout city. This offense has been up and down the field. We've seen explosive plays. They score again here right before halftime. I don't know, guys. I mean, can we do running clock in the second half?
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. No chance to return that one. A booming kickoff out of the back of the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. They'll start this drive going to the air. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this half. And with time running out here in the first half, this offense will choose to take a knee. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
All right, guys, thanks. Looks like we've had ourselves a very enjoyable first half so far. And it's been a dynamite first half, leading to a one-sided score right now. It's not over, but I think both sides know this is on the verge of a blowout. That opposing defense is inside its locker room right now wondering 2 things. What just happened, and what do we do now to try to make this respectable? That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
Just about set to get this second half underway. No chance for a return as that ball flies out of the back of the end zone. They'll start this third quarter with a run. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33. He leaves it with his back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this...
Oh, he's got some space. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Holding. Offense.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Here comes the offense on second down. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Going to sling it on second down. Quickly complete. And they're able to get him on the ground.
Yeah, when you get that man coverage, most people are taught to have inside leverage. So that out route's there if your QB can put some air on it and throw it outside of the guy. But tight coverage, but a really nice throw on that out route.
He is denied. Cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Off play action on first down. Trying to beat the D deep. He's got it inside the 25. And into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense looked unstoppable in the first half, lighting up the scoreboard, and it doesn't look much different here in the second half. They take their first drive of the third quarter, march it down the field, and score. There is no end in sight for these guys.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Just unloaded on the kickoff. Don't have to worry about a return on a kick like that. They'll bring it out to the 25. And now this offense will take the field again. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Give to the running back. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. And the quarterback goes down. There is a penalty flag on the field, but I think the defense might have the option just to take this play. Odd choice to take the penalty there. If you just take the loss, it also costs the offense a down. Instead, they'll replay it. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. He did not make it a stone wall on 3rd down. And here comes the punt team. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. And the offense takes the field eager to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Rides to back and leaves it. Breaks the tackle.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive. Stick your foot in the ground. Pick up 3 to 4, and we are not
turning it on. Gets it in there for the touchdown.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And he tacks on the extra point. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the ACC. Stanford is currently trailing, but this has been a back-and-forth affair. If that quarterback can find a little magic a la Jim Plunkett, this might not be over just yet. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida State.
He's got it down the middle.
Any major changes in this ACC standoff, you'll hear about them first from us, gentlemen.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. From the gun to give, looking for room. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They need something that goes forward this time on 2nd and long from the 14. That's caught. It's Strickland. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Pressure coming. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. They bring the punter onto the field now. 3 and out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Here's a return from midfield. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. They've been dominant, and now they'll try to execute to their own standard. An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time.
Delay of game, offense.
The delay of game pushes the offense back. Here we go. From the gun, looking for a man. A strike downfield. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the 3rd quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
They've moved it to the 19, 1st and 10. The run to the left. There he go. Got some room, entered to the goal line.
I'll tell you what, a few more runs like that, and defensively you start thinking more guys in the box, more big guys. I better stop this guy because he's unbelievable. Just great job breaking off the big run, and the OC is going to give him the ball some more.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Quarterback now breaking the field. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead and they're trying to hold on to it. If you can do that, I don't know why you don't do it every time. Reduce the risk. Banged it out of the back of the end zone. They'll put it in play at the 25. They'll run it. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to pass. Makes the grab. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a 1st down. Last completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Caught in the backfield, it's Moore. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep. It'll be 3rd and long. He wants to throw it again. Firing to the right, complete. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Motion from the back. Takes the easy one to the back.
Well, you've seen the last 2 plays now. This guy's versatility, and you've seen why he might be playing on Sundays in the not-too-distant future. This guy can catch the ball. He's a big part of their passing game, and he's a weapon and a guy that this defense has got to be ready for.
Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Under fire. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And that is exactly how you draw it up. You get to the quarterback, but you get the football out. You hit him, you try to rake it out. Great job by the defense, getting the sack, getting the fumble.
They'll move the wide receiver. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He's going for the big play. Got it. Steps into the end zone for a touchdown.
And this receiver is on fire. He's got all the skills that you look for in a big-time target. And that's already his 2nd touchdown of the game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. From the gun, running back gets to give. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive 4th quarter comeback. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Trying play action. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
Well, the defense is not taking their foot off the gas. They've got a huge lead. We're early in the 4th quarter, and still they're getting pressure on this quarterback, registering a sack.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Finds his man, it's Moore. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the 1st. The punt team makes its way onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. Offense in a bunch formation. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. Brings him down at the 48. It's a gain of 15 and a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Wants to throw on first down. Dances away. He'll take a shot. And there are flags flying as the pass falls incomplete. We'll see who it's on.
Illegal forward pass. Offense.
This defense happy with how that last play turned out, so they'll decline the penalty. And here comes the offense on second down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. Not sure exactly what led to that, whether the protection wasn't right or the quarterback just didn't see it, but the result was a negative play and a sack.
Well, one thing I do know is that quarterback had no chance to get that ball downfield. That pocket was breaking down, and it was breaking.
It's a fake he wants to throw. Fires it. And the pass is incomplete, and the fake punt is a wash. Well, they got the throw off, but not much else good happened for them after that one, and they'll turn it over on downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. After the big first down sack, it's second down. He'll keep it himself. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it? Recovered by the defense, and he's off. All kinds of room to the right. He scooped it, and he scored with it. Took the fumble all the way back for a touchdown.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
And the extra point is good. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. This will not be returnable as it sails out of the back of the end zone. Okay, so here comes the offense returning to the field. Handoff to the single back. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Rushes on him. And he's all bottled up, and now it's lost. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Holding. Offense.
This offensive line trying anything to protect the quarterback at this point. Nothing's working, and they'll back up after the holding penalty. Second down, they'll go to the air. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Here comes the heat. Intercepted, a turnover in their own territory. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And this defense comes up with a big play, and not just the break on the ball, the catch, nice hands in the INT, but taking it almost all the way back for a touchdown, and this offense licking their chops on the 1-yard line, ready to punch this in.
This will make the offensive coordinator's life easier, taking over 1st and goal at the 1. Here comes the option. And he steps into the end zone for a touchdown. They extend this 4th quarter lead, and now they are staring at a 7-game winning streak.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
The kick is up. Good, and put one more on the lead. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. Not going to get a return here. They'll bring it out to the 25 as the kickoff sails through the back of the end zone. Now this offense is back on the field. Gets the back moving. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. So now they're staring at a 2nd and long from their 20. Back to pass, it's Jarvis. Not quite in rhythm there, incomplete.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up.
And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. Can they catch him? He did a great job finding some running room on that return and was able to set up the offense with good field position. The handoff keeps working on that clock. Finds a little bit of room. Give him a couple down to the 23. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Rides the back on the option, the give. And the ball is free on the pitch. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security.
Going for it all. The sophomore making a big play and hauling in that pass.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive, and they've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
They've avoided the interception all day, but they're lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be 2nd down. Now the play fake. And he's got it in the end zone for a touchdown. This is an absolute blowout.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Here comes the offense onto the field again. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Handoff from the gun. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. They come to the line. In 3rd and long from the 25. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They bring the punter onto the field now. Secures it at the 30. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. They'll go to the counter play. Fights off a defender.
Offenses ice football games in the fourth quarter by running the football, and that's what these guys are trying to do right now, right? We're going to bleed the clock. We're going to stay on the field. It doesn't matter if the defense knows we're running it. They cannot stop us, and they're looking pretty impressive right now doing it.
Man, nowhere to run on that play at all.
About all you can say is do better. But that's the problem. Are they able to do better?
And that's why you keep trying things, right? Keep trying to get on the perimeter, run it up the middle, try different things to see what you do well.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. On the move. He's in open space downfield. Turning it on. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
Man,
This has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Ready to try the point after. And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Week to week, it's so tough to figure the ACC, which is why this one is notable. Stanford is just getting tuned up today. This is like watching an MMA fight where you start to question your own morals. Who sanctioned this bout? They're trailing by 18 to Florida State. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC. Circle back. If anything develops, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's a heat. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The punt team makes its way onto the field. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He'll field the punt and look for room. And the returner will be brought down. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Past the first down marker and still running. Breaks into the open. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile up.
Getting set for the point after. And the extra point just tacks a little bit more onto this huge lead. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. No shot at a return. It's out of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air, it's Jarvis. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. And they are looking for a ball play that'll work. Now facing 2nd and long from the 19. Bringing the heat. Going to try to get it himself. And he gets it just beyond the line of scrimmage before he gets down. They get the timeout, and the clock reads 3 seconds. And after this play, the cake will be baked. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Interception, and things are going from bad to worse. The defense making a play to put an exclamation point on this one, and that ought to do it. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this